Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 2 vs 2 on Abandoned Jungle. Playing as Korps Krieg, we've got Orr and his Necron ally in this game, Beavis. So on the opposing side of the map, we've got Pro Gamer as the World Eaters, and we've got Hero Burner M as the Black Templars. I do quite like this pairing. Black Templars and World Eaters, their love of chainsaws, close combat and the letting of blood. It does go to show that even in the dark, well, shall I say, the grim darkness of the far future, that even traitor Astartes and loyalists can put their differences aside when it comes to smashing up mortal flesh and immortal necrodermis. Truly is a heartwarming message for all the kids at home. Got some soldiers coming out for the Korps Krieg. I assume that they'll be enjoying the corridors on this map, as well as the heavy cover that they have access to on, well, just in these little curves over yonder around the relics. Lots of big open spaces for vehicles and all that sort of shenanigans to take advantage of. Got Castellan coming out for the Black Templars, as was a Dark Apostle. Dark Apostle able to get some little friendly followers that can keep him alive. But yeah, just everyone just moving around, doing the usual, nothing too crazy. We're doing a bit of heresy going on here, in the form of the engineers helping their Necron allies build up those plasma generators as quickly as possible. Will allow one of these builder scavs to maneuver around and start capturing strategic points a little bit earlier than otherwise necessary. But I do quite like it. Shoveling a bit of dirt onto the old plasma generator to make sure it's all functioning. I'm sure that is exactly how it works in canon. Got triple Necron warriors coming out as well. Got some soldiers, as well as a Lord General's command squad manoeuvring around over here. Going to go for the veteran bodyguard of the range variety, as the Bloodpack troopers come around over here. Hornet Technomancer as well. Going to be building up some listing posts, no doubt. But yeah, in the early game, I imagine these Bloodpack troopers don't really hold a candle to the Korps Krieg. We'll have to rely on either their ally or their Dark Apostle to provide them some ranged defense and whatnot, as he charges in with his hot soup balls on either side of his backpack. We'll chase these guys around. Soldiers that got good manoeuvement speed will keep their distance. Going to turn their attention towards the Lord General. But Lord General, I mean, to be fair, the Dark Apostle, yeah, he's good in close combat, but compared to the Core Knight Lord, he's not amazing. More plays like a supporting role, shall we say. Oh, we've got some razor wire being popped down here. Going to prevent these Jaegers from retreating directly backwards should they choose to. Quite an interesting way to go about it. Lord General going up against these Crusader fire supports. Also, Core Knight Marine squad on the way as well. This is a lot of Astartes to deal with there. Probably want to go back to something a little bit more defensible. Going to be chased all the way back to where the sun don't shine. Got some more razor wire being stricken down here. Is it infiltrated? Hold on. Sorry if I'm making it seasick here. Oh yeah, it's infiltrated. So they'll walk over it and then be provided a minor inconvenience. I assume it slows them down and whatnot. We'll see anytime soon anyway. We've got some plasma fire coming from the Lord General's bodyguards. Just doing a number on the Crusader fire support squad. Also got Necrons along in the way. This is a lot of razor wire. God, it's like Verdun all over again. Awesome mines being popped down by Orr. So Korps Krieg responding with their own defensive emplacements as Necron warriors slowly, with a snail's pace, power walk into play here. And have you guys gone for your... God damn it, let me click you. Oh yes, they have gone for their Ghost Reapers. Ghost Reapers able to... basically, it's like a Necron shotgun, able to knock people on their backside.
The pain, relish the agony.
Core Knight Marine not giving up with this. Look how quickly they're able to pop it up. Oh, I see what it does. It does damage over time to people nearby it. Cool, okay. There's a fair bit of damage to infantry as well, by the looks of things. Oh, well, what do you know? I'm going to leave the Core Knight side because all you can hear is just shouting. Anyway, Tier 2 going for the Necrons. Tier 2 also for the Korps Krieg. Nothing in the way of Tier 2 for these guys at the moment, though. So, but it's surprising because they've put a lot of money into their tier 1 in the form of all these units. So what are they taking into so early for? They do have a summoning corps. Crusader squad replete with neophytes, and I imagine a couple of initiates in there as well. Got to be slamming down a face down on these Necron warriors. All these dudes just kind of like rushing all the way back. You don't need to send the whole army, boys, back to deal with one squad of Crusaders. Keep on the punishment, but then again, all this invisible barbed wire without any stealth detection kind of prevents them from pushing further any farther. Do have a Altar of Khorne being squished down on this relic. Kind of similar to the Necron pillar in the sense that it doesn't have any self-defensive abilities when, well, any self-defensive weaponry when it's upgraded. Kind of just has that one singular explosion to nearby units. So a Necron Lord being summoned onto the battlefield. Necron Warriors unsure where they want to go in life. Same with these Crusaders, to be honest. They will decide to make their move to the centre of the map. Critical location yet to be captured, although this Builder Scout squad looks like they'll be hunkering down for it. Crusaders trying to get involved into close combat, but all these, what are you called? All these Ghost Reapers are keeping away these close combat units. So actually the perfect counter for the, well, against the Blood Angels and the, not Blood Angels, the Black Templar and the World Eaters. Tier 2 for the World Eaters going now, also Tier 2 finishing up for the Black Templars. These guys just kind of chilling out over here after denying the Altar of Khorne there. Engineers with a little dog. Let's have a quick look at him if we can. There he goes. Got his own little gas mask on him as well. A good woofer, a good pupper. Able to detect this razor wire, and they will take it down without prejudice. There we go. Freeing up the space to take on that relic. Do have a Solar Pulse and a Phase Shifter. Very standard meta relics for the Necron Lord to go for. Core Knight player just kind of chilling out around here behind the razor wire. I assume he's out there. He's going to go for Blood Mechanicum. So I imagine, in fact, let's have a quick look at the economies. 68 and 20, 92 and 30, 86 and 20, and 45% build speed and 70. So nothing major for either players at the moment. Which building up their forces. I'd love to see the Core Knight player being a little bit more aggressive in this stage of the game. But realistically, when you've got these Ghost Reapers and whatnot, can't really engage all that much at this present moment in time. Gonna wait for something more vehicular to provide a front line, shall we say. But what's going to come out of the Blood Mechanicum, only time will tell. More Core Knight Marines on the way. Devastation Chambers as well. Going to be seeing some bigger and better units being manifested. All goes relatively quiet at the moment. Got a sniper kill team, so lots of different units for the Death Corps of Krieg here. Also popping down some minefield as well, just for good measure. Do love the sniper team. Got one dude with a cloak on so you can't see him, and then this dude with a big pokey out thing. Kind of making the whole cover thing moot. The heavy weapons platoon, as Khorne tries to come out and see what he can see, been instantly BTFO'd all the way back home. You have an awakened Necrodermis, increasing the health of the Necrons as they move over to this side. Crusader squad, go and see what they can do, but probably not all that much against the sheer amount of Necron warriors. These guys will certainly be taking away this listing post uncontested. Commander squad and fire support squad, in fact, 2 fire support squads. Not armed with anything major at the moment. Probably want to see maybe some plasma guns on these dudes, just to help them with taking care of the Necrons, especially now that they've got their Disruptor Field upgrade in there, increasing their range damage. Command squad getting a banner, and okay, there we go. We've got a Razorback. So as long as they can destroy these Immortals, or at least keep them occupied, the Razorback will be able to be a good point of defense for the Black Templars. Core Knight Marines seeing an opportunity will now focus over onto this side. We're trying to get the double whammy on one player. We'll leave their flanks a little bit open, but if they could go over here and cripple the Necron forces just enough so the Black Templars can get the advantage on them, they can move back over and do a bit of fighting off these, what do we call them? The Death Corps Krieg. Don't seem to have been popped down there, but kind of been ignored as these guys reposition themselves. Necron warriors looking like they're being outnumbered and outgunned, not really getting any good shots off there. Corps Marines activating their do more damage ability before the Necrons teleport away, and they have managed to defend and hold this northern point here. Not quite keeping the relic as of yet, but they are doing something. Death Corps Krieg, bit of a misplay here, not focusing on damaging the economy. The fight over here was already lost. It would be a better idea for them to push in towards the base, make the opponent react to them, but no, they are going to do what they can over here, equipping themselves some plasma guns. Go and see some Korps shenanigans being summoned over here in a moment. They will fall back. Heavy weapons platoon being used to full effect before it was tied up by the Dark Apostle and his Korps Knight followers. Necron Lord tossing a World Eater to the ground. Razorback, I do like it. They're not able to type the Immortals, so he's being repositioned towards the other sides of the conflict. Still being relevant and useful in the fight, but just keeping their distance away from the Immortals. Wonderful little bit of vehicle micro there. Don't often see it in games. Got some heavy cover being placed down by the heavy weapons platoon. As these Korps Marines try and ferry away this Lord General's command squad. But leaving this heavy weapons platoon to their own devices will be shot at directly there by these Korps Knight Marines. Necrons trying to move in for supportive reasons, I'm sure. Got a Thunderhawk as well coming in. Comes in every now and then when a command squad unit dies, I do believe. That's what I learned last. Well, that's what the comment section said in the last Crusader game. Or Black Templar game, shall we say. Hellhound now coming out with a heavy... What's it? Yeah, a Pintle heavy stubber. Increases effectiveness against infantry and heavy infantry alike. Also flame as well. Gonna wreck the morale of those it fires at. And Necron's just kind of not really trying to hem these Black Templars in, but just trying to keep these Crusader squads on their toes, trying to get as many squad wipes as humanly possible. Able to get one squad wipe with those Korps Knight Marines there, but not quite. Got some Khorne possessed Marines. What do you guys look like? Yeah, very tasty. Big red hands. Gonna give them the old 5-finger salute. Necrons teleport away, knowing that these Khorne possessed Marines and the combination of a Korps Knight Havoc squad, it's not something you really want to contest with for very long. I do think they could have stood around a little bit longer, but then again, you've also got this Hellfire Dreadnought armed with... Have you gone for your... What weapon do you have on the side? Oh, it's the Flamer. Oh, it's a lasgun. It's something. It's something that hurts. Oh, it's a bloody twin-link Stormbolter Doofur. Okay. It's the reason why I'm not an actual Space Marine. I don't know any of the... I'd fail Space Marine Academy. Both in the physical test and the academics, I'm sure. Anyway, this Hellfire Dreadnought, now equipped with a missile launcher, will be taking care of this Hellhound in no time flat. Heavy weapons platoon there, moving forward with an auto cannon. Generally good against everything. Well, I mean, let's say good against everything. It's an all-round weapon. Hellfire Dreadnought kind of been thrown away here. Not sure what the purpose was of. I mean, was he screening a retreat? Not much of a retreat, to be fair. Or at least not much to retreat, shall we say. Let's have a look at the old economies. 77 and 37, 80 and 30, 110 and 66, and 60% and 70. Let's have a look from the Death Corps perspective. I'd watch from the Black Templars perspective, but the white chevrons up here are very distracting. And these guys just shout. It's very distracting for me. On a personal level. Anyway, Altar of Khorne are going to go down there. Black Templars going to make a push on the north side. Razorbacks leading the charge. Probably not what he wants with these Immortals here as well. Heavy weapons platoon also adding to the fire. Double auto cannons by the looks of pigs. Do apologise. This is my 5th game that I'm recording today. Still got a couple more to do with TheLaughingMax later on. I am shattered. Anyway, we've got some death marks. Don't see these guys often. excellent against basically anything infantry. Anything smaller than a tank, they can basically snipe. They've got a go faster ability. Got some nuclear nonsense going on here by the looks of things. Definitely should wear a gas mask when going through that. Hellhound focusing on these Khorne possessed marines. But yeah, these heavy weapons platoons going at them with their shovels. Not ideal. Got some support servitors as well. Wonderful in outrageous combat, especially when they get all their weapons upgraded. Got a Tomb Blade moseying on down into the right hand side of the map as these Khorne possessed marines are going to get wiped out over there. Double servitor squads, unsure what to do in life. Got a Khorne Havoc squad, got a command squad as well. Going to go for tier 3 over on this side. But yeah.
Ready to deal with
Sorry. Yeah, it's not looking good for this island. It has to be said. These guys are setting up for a siege. Don't want to throw away their advantage willy-nilly. Khorne looks like they're going to transition into a more ranged composition. Not sure what the Black Templar are doing. They are taking up into tier 3, which is... I mean, they're going to get some decent units from the Machine Cult. We'll pop up a ghost turret here. Okay, alright. Basilisk on the way. Do quite like the back of it. Protecting the boys in the back. It all goes relatively quiet. I might just fast forward it just a smidgen. Just wait till... There we go, we've got some stuff going on down here. They're going to poke and prod, which is what you do in a siege. You're going to make sure that you're attacking through the best optimal place to attack. Alt of Khorne going to be finished, but won't survive very long if this Hellhound and Heavy Weapons platoon has anything to say about it. Do also... Oh yeah, that's the Basilisk we saw earlier, as well as Basilisk number 2. Going to provide long-range supporting fire. Hellhound not going to survive very long against the support servitor with his almighty powerful las cannon. But will almost be killed, in fact might potentially be killed. Alt of Khorne be taken down. It's not really doing all that much, in all honesty. Sword Breadwin out of the Crusade landing site. These guys actually, well, they don't look like all that much. They look like your regular old Black Templars. You stick them in the middle of the combat, all their health and whatnot, they'll be able to hold on for a long time. Jeez, look at the range on these guys. Oh, maybe that's the plan. They're just going to keep on building ghost turrets until they get inside the base. Guys, we'll have to do something about these basilisks. Amazing damage against buildings, but will certainly disrupt any firing formation that the Black Templar and World Eaters are able to construct. Just a little bit of a fast forward going on there. Got some dudes moving over on this side. Ah, they're going to use the cover to see if they can focus on taking out any of these ghost turrets. And what are you guys going for? What's your economies like? Because the economy for these guys isn't amazing. Gifts of Khorne on the way. What about the Black Templars? You're going to go for a Damocles. Now that, if they can get a good strike with a Damocles, that might even change the tide of the fight. A Damocles. Oh, well, still watching the Necrons for a bit. Just listen to those boys. Once they... Alright, Bass, that's fine. We won't listen to the Deathmarks talk while you're blowing everything up. But, yeah, for Damocles, he's able to call down like an orbital bombardment. That not only does it look very pretty, also a significant amount of damage against heavy infantry and infantry alike. So if Damocles can get one good shot when these guys are pushing in, it'll certainly say something. Hellhound going down through this Khorne Havoc squad. We have managed to take down the Massacre Chambers. Gonna attempt to build another Altar of Khorne, but being denied it. And this is where you would like to see maybe like a small sort of strike squad. Nothing too significant, nothing too expensive, but just a small one to go around the sides and start capping and decapping and being a general... Oh, well, I see that the Damocles are coming around on this side. For what reason? You're on your own, mate. Got nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Oh, well, never mind. They're just going to call in some Sword Brethren Terminators into the Necron base. With Thunderhammers and Stormbolters alike, forcing the Necron player to go all the way back home. And is this where Ah, yes, that's where the Damocles comes in. Come on, I dare you. Get a good hit off on these guys. Hungry for it. I'm waiting for it. There we go. Look at this. Getting destroyed in the process. Oh, no. Oh, it's been cancelled. Oh, what a shame. We've done a lot of damage over on this side. Oh. Being blue-balled. That's a real crying shame. But, anyway, Bastard's still firing away. The siege continues. It's like Vrax, but... like... I don't know, less dead people, I guess. Got a Blood Crusader. Ah, it's a tier 4 going for the World Eaters. Got another Damocles on the way. So yeah, the Necrons are going to make their slow way all the way back over. But, I mean, if these guys pushed in earlier, they would have probably won. I mean, what have you gone for? I mean, you haven't really spent it on anything, but you've still got very little in the way of units. Well, I suppose, what is this? Yeah, 450 and 450 for a Blood Crusade. That's a lot of money to invest. But only 54 and 43 economy at the moment. That is not the economy you want going into tier 4. Damocles looking for some sort of engagement. Sword Brethren being deep stricken in, but being absolutely mulched straight away. Ah, but there we go. They're leading them into force and security. Look at that. Amazing stuff. Yes. And look at that. The power of the Damocles. Annihilating anything and everything in its path. Don't do all that much against Bunkers and the Ragnarok, but certainly. But the Defcon don't mind. They're just very... just... words don't even. Yeah, man. Killing a lot of dudes. But when I say killing, I mean actually not doing all that much killing, just getting people to half health. But still, very thematic, very aesthetically pleasing to watch. Got Ragnarok in the base. He's gone for tier 4, but he doesn't have tier 4 money to buy anything. Although in saying that, he has got a Khorne Havoc squad being finished. The Khorne Possessed Marine squad as well. Probably served him better if he just stayed in tier 3 and spent all his money on other bits and bobs. Command squad moving on to this side. Do have a Necron fighting force also moving on to this side as well. Does look like it's going to be the final swan song for these boys. Another Damocles is summoned. Will be killed more or less instantly before these guys are even able to fire. Those guys aren't cheap. From what I remember. But yeah, just turrets been placed inside the northeastern team. Is it northeastern? Oh no, just eastern. No north involved this time. Well, yeah, it's does look like a far gone conclusion at this point. The machine pit does go down. I imagine that, or whatever that was. Oh, it was the main HQ. Never mind, so that's gone down. All sad times in the pipeline, so you know what, I am going to call it here. He says, yeah, Lucius Pan Command, yeah, there's no chance of these guys coming back. A little bit one-sided, but we did get to see a really cool striking thing coming in, and all that jazz. So yeah, cool, if you want to support the channel, Patreon does allow you to do that. £1 a month does let you watch one extra game a week. And all that usual gubbins. Mine's been Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never short. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.